Okay, we are back right here around midnight for Friday, November 17, 2017. And again, we're live, 951-356-6882, or join the live chat on YouTube right now. You can comment on Facebook, like us on Facebook, share us on Facebook. Do
like, share, subscribe.
Yeah, that's it. Subscribe at Facebook.
And we got a couple of comments popping up here. Yvette jumps in. She says, I have a whole lot to say about sauce.
A lot to say about sauce.
I'm not sure what she's referring to.
I think that was probably last week's show when we were discussing hot sauces, or a couple weeks back when we were discussing favorite hot sauces. I'm going to assume that's what that is.
And Ralph's jumping in. He says, cut your hair, Chevelle.
Not happening. Not happening. Not happening.
And Jared says, I'm going to hit that Facebook page.
Excellent. We appreciate
that. Try not to hurt
Jared.
your computer in the process.
All right. So, what do you guys think about this whole situation with the UCLA ball players?
Ball.
Yeah, right. Okay, so LiAngelo Ball, Cody Riley, Jalen Hill, they get popped for shoplifting in China. And I don't know about you guys, but I was perfectly okay with them being left there to serve out whatever sentence you get for shoplifting in China.
That might damn well be the rest of their life.
Well, hey,
that might damn well be the rest of their short life.
See, yeah,
in China.
This is. I'm irritated at the idea that President Trump stepped in and got these guys. Sent back.
Here's the thing, because Trump is also from a fairly entitled position.
What?
The guy was born into money. Everybody likes to talk about how I get a loan from my dad. I'd love to get $1 million loan from my dad, but I didn't.
Who
Want to know
wouldn't?
why? Dad was broke.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying.
Is that really a statement?
Yes, it is really a statement.
Oh, I would like $1 million, please.
Todd, are you switching cameras or just out of curiosity?
Occasionally.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought. All right.
But it's like, come on, at some point, people got to take some personal responsibility. It's bad enough if you want to just, steal in general.
Steal?
But if you're going to go to a foreign country and do it and think that it's okay.
Yeah, it's really like you are kind of an ambassador for America while you're there.
Seriously, they were representing our country.
Yeah, that is really a terrible time and place. You really have to take into account the time and place.
Like, seriously, we don't have sunglass huts here in the U.S. if you're going to shoplift something?
You only have to go around any corner and you have a sunglass hut.
It's all about the thrill. And they're doing it because, they're just too cool for school, I guess.
Ralph jumps in. He says, this situation's a hot mess. And Jared says, good for them for trying.
All right, on top of that, then, after they get brought back, after they come back here to the and they almost end up with what looks like a hero's welcome with all the paparazzi waiting.
See, and that's where I have a problem. That's where I have a problem. That why. All right, I'm going to go down into this rabbit hole, okay? Because everybody's got their movement now. You've got the genders, you've got the races, you got all this other stuff.
Okay.
And I always believe, and I'm the first one to call people out, but I will typically say, I'm not any better. If it's something that I know, if I got the log in my eye, I'm gonna point out the log, and we can both work on getting these logs out together.
Okay.
But I have a problem with the people running to the defense of these people like this. I have a problem with people then running and saying all cops are bad because the guy who's been selling drugs for 12 weeks on the corner got shot. Mm-hmm. That's an issue for me. These people committed a criminal act.
Yeah.
So at some point, if nothing else, don't celebrate them.
Well,
they have got to be told that what they did was, number one, illegal, number two, wrong, and number three, just plain stupid.
So, exactly. And so here's the thing that really drives me insane about this is after they come back to what for all intent and purpose looks like a hero's welcome, then President Trump tweets, "Have a great life." What? They completely made all of America look like what everybody assumes Americans are. And then you go and here's the question. Yeah. Here's the bigger question for me is, it's no secret that Trump has been complaining for a long time, and so have a lot of people, that we don't have the best trade agreement with China. They're basically getting away with murder already. So, clearly this was I'm assuming this is going to be a tit-for-tat kind of move between Trump and Xi Jinping. And so what are we going to be paying for in the long run for getting these three guys back? And I say guys because I had to censor myself from saying something else.
Well, Jared's jumping in. He says, if you aren't stealing from the grocery store, you're stealing from your family. I don't know what that means.
What?
And Yvette's having a whole side conversation. She says, it's not happening. Chevelle's ain't cutting his hair.
Not happening.
Yeah.
Not happening.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I'm disturbed by this whole situation. Now
here's the other crazy parallel.
Okay.
Because I bet you these three athletes are going to be the exact same ones talking about how they need to take a knee during the national anthem.
Huh. Yeah, I could see that.
You're going to run off and act any old kind of way, act like any old kind of fool representing your country in what could be considered simultaneously our biggest ally and our biggest enemy. And China's like our frenemy.
Yeah, I wouldn't call them our biggest enemy right now. That title belongs to North Korea at the moment.
North Korea ain't doing that, man.
They're the most unstable.
Yeah.
North Korea
I think Russia is our biggest enemy, right?
It's like when you watch a movie, you have the Kingpin, and the Kingpin has that one little guy that's just crazy.
Yeah.
That's North Korea.
Yeah.
But the Kingpin is China.
That's like saying, hey, Germany was cool. It was just that Hitler guy that was bad.
That's well played, Todd.
Watch out for that Hitler. Yeah. He's a bad egg.
What did he say?
Why is this thing not coming back up?
Still booting. It is literally
hard boot.
And it's funny that the hard drive indicator on that thing is just solidly on. It's not blinking. It's not doing anything. I mean, that sucker's just running at 100.
And by hard boot, I mean literally drop kick that thing.
Yeah, maybe. So they've come back here. It's kind of a moot point at this point whether they're going to be returned to the U.S. They're already here. I think they should have been left in China, but they're here. If Trump wanted to get involved in that, all he needed to do was get assurances from Jinping, that is, I'm sorry, that these guys, when and if they ever got back to the U.S., they didn't come back as vegetables like that other poor.
Yeah, see, that's the other problem I have. Trump goes over there and lets these three ball players who were stealing from some glass hut come back through. How many other political prisoners, Americans, do you think are actually in China right now?
Yeah.
Who've done nothing?
Nothing. So, like I said, they should have been left there. They should have been left there. But now that they're back here, so far all that's happened is they are suspended indefinitely, pending some kind of an investigation. I'm sorry, they got back here. They should be drop kicked from the school. Forget just not being allowed to.
Well, apparently, Aaron's with you. He says they should take a knee with a flogging.
Yes, sir.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, get Mr. Fuji to take care of him.
What?
I'm not sure if that's racist or not.
I'm pretty sure
probably is, but
is that wrestling guy? Is he the one who used to come out with Yokozuna?
What?
If it's after Hulk Hogan, he's not going to get.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
He stopped watching when Sergeant Slaughter stopped.
Oh, he was good.
Yeah. No more camel clutch for you.
Okay.
The Iron Sheik. Okay. This conversation is taking way too many sidelines.
If only I had the sound effects here, really.
That's the only thing that reins us in.
Yeah, I think so. So yeah, this whole situation now becomes, how are they going to be punished? And with President Trump sitting there going, have a great life, that doesn't really seem like they're going to see much punishment at all.
Here's what I think is going to happen.
Okay.
They're going to be told to lay low and be quiet for a little while, and then it's going to be back to business as usual. They're going to be told to just go hang out in your
and that's the problem,
dorm.
that all these things happen, and the next big headline pops up in America, and everybody forgets about it. That's what a lot of people probably thought was going to happen with this sex scandal stuff, but the name just kept rolling, so it stayed in the public eye.
I think that with the sex scandal, though, it keeps rolling because, like I was saying, as long as the people maintain control of that narrative, they can keep it alive. But I don't think this is going to have that same thing.
Yeah. I know, to take this to a nerdy level, I know people have been online talking smack about the newest Star Wars Battlefront video game.
How does this relate to these guys?
I'm bringing it around. I'm bringing it around.
All right.
That this apparently is the newest thing in gaming is microtransactions, where you have to spend a little bit of money to get a little bit of boost. So you're essentially saying,
that's how Facebook works, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. That's how most things work.
Okay.
But really, Star Wars has been doing it where, you buy these heroes, you spend a little money, and then you get an edge in the game. But people have been bucking against it finally, and people have been going online and protesting it in a way and saying, hey, EA, you're really screwing us. And there was a headline saying, oh, EA is getting so much bad press that it's affecting sales. And that's the only real way to get a company like that to stand up and pay attention.
Well, and in this case, the company is UCLA.
Yeah, but see, here's the problem.
And the NBA. And if it hasn't stopped the NFL.
No, here's the problem with that is that UCLA gets most of its money from big-time donations. From
alumni.
From very, well-heeled alumni and so on and so forth.
Heeled?
And it's an older expression, I know, Todd, but yes, it means that people that are of means.
I really didn't. I've never heard that.
Look it up.
I'm pretty good with my
expressions. It means they have good shoes.
Go ahead and Google it. Yeah, you'll see. Anyway, so thank you for breaking that down.
Look on the Wikipedia.
To the base level, but anyway. So the problem is that a lot of these donors have been going up apparently behind the scenes and having words with the people at UCLA in the wake of this scandal. Any normal, rational person would assume that they're probably saying, you know what, we need to get rid of these people because we don't want them soiling our reputation. When in reality, what's probably happening is they're saying, you know what, let this blow over, but don't get rid of these guys. I paid a lot of money for us to win because that's what's going to bring in more people, more students and more money, and we can't afford to lose these guys. That's probably what's really taking place behind the scenes.
Absolutely. All right. Glad we all agree.
Todd is still looking this up.
I'm seeing, let me see if I can get this on here.
Are you still looking at the Navy penis? He's really looking at the
adjective.
Yeah, you didn't think he was actually going to look that up? Wealthy. Yeah, he just learned something new, evidently. But
very simple definition.
Yeah. There you go. Look at that. Wealthy. See? Oh. All right. So now you've got a new phrase to work into your conversations.
Okay, but then when you put in well-heeled, it's got a bunch of other stuff I got to look into. Well-heeled shoes. Well-heeled dog? What does that mean?
But when a dog heels, that's when they sit and follow instruction.
Well, yeah, then what about well-heeled shoes? That's just shoes
that's
good heels?
Yeah, exactly. And that's where the expression well-heeled comes from, because only the people that were once upon a time, only the people that were wealthy could afford to have really good, nice heels on their shoes. Most people wore their shoes until there wasn't any heel left.
Yeah.
Call in. This is Shoe Talk. Tell us about your heels.
Yeah,
you got going on in your shoes.
That I'm having to explain this to you online, Todd, is very disconcerting.
That's what the internet's for. That and porn.
Again with the porn.
Yeah.
Gotta get some views on this one.
That's very big, man.
I know. We don't have any sound effects again.
You might need to shut that thing off, man.
Boots.
No, but it's still doing. See, I'm afraid if I shut that thing down, it's gonna.
Anything.
You think it's just
at this point? There's no way it could be doing.
You think it's just totally locked up at this point?
Who knows, man?
Kelly jumps in. She says, "Are you talking about the UCLA students? I read they were suspended from school."
Yes, they have been suspended. We said they've been suspended pending this investigation. But I don't understand what's to investigate. They've got them on videotape. These guys are like basketball players, right? They're 6 foot something. They stand taller than everybody else in China.
Yeah.
I mean, if you are going to shoplift, you don't go someplace where you stick out like a sore thumb and then try to lift sunglasses.
So yeah, you're going to be this 6 foot plus tall black guy walking into a sunglass hut and not buying anything.
Everybody's going to be looking at you to begin with.
That doesn't make any sense. You know what? I don't know. This might be some kind of CIA cover up or something like that.
That's pretty.
I don't know, man.
You might. I don't know. You're reaching on that one, I think.
I don't know.
Well, all I know is that I'm getting some love for our newest segment. The Reader's Digest vocabulary segment, brought to you by Texaco.
Oh, really? Brought to you by what?
Texaco.
That's what Aaron says.
Oh, I see. Okay.
He liked it.
Oh, excellent. All right.
I think that's what's commonly referred to as cynicism. You might need to Google that.
No, I think that's right. And Kelly says they stole 3 pairs of Gucci glasses.
Bro.
Again.
And here's the other thing. You're in China. They're probably knockoff.
Yeah. and what I say is racist. Okay.
No. I'm just being accurate.
That's probably actually
no, they might be actual Gucci because that's probably where they were made.
What did he say?
What the hell are you talking about?
It doesn't make sense to me, man.
Seriously, like, we don't have sunglass huts here. I mean, here's a tip. It was probably cheaper to get them on Amazon, and you could do that with that, what is that, Prime thing, and have it in 2 days. And guess what? you wouldn't have been held over in China.
You could have had it shipped over from China.
There you go.
For like $3. for free, same day if you're Amazon Prime.
Yeah, of all the things to shoplift, really, I mean,
I've seen those websites. They sound like a super scam. I keep seeing them posting on Facebook and other places like, "Hey, you can get these glasses and this, watch for free." And I've read about
that sounds like a scam already.
I read up on it, and it's like these Chinese knockoff sites that basically knock off these glasses and watches and whatever. And yeah, the item is technically free, but
just pay shipping and handling.
Yeah, they charge you an arm and a leg on shipping and handling.
Yeah, well,
and it's such a cheap
item.
And
again, you don't have to go overseas for that. You could just order something like, you know what? I can't. I was gonna say a popular late night infomercial product that you sleep on. It's this revolutionary new
pillow.
Thank you. Yeah,
My Pillow.
Oh, really? You gotta sit there and say just so we can get sued by that guy?
I heard they were getting sued for bad pricing practices.
Actually, there was something about them making claims that he was a sleep expert or something to that effect, which he's not. Evidently, there's no certification for such a thing, so he can't call himself a sleep expert. I don't know.
He's probably been going to sleep for years.
Seriously, what qualifies you to call yourself a sleep expert or doesn't? What disqualifies you from being a sleep expert? Maybe an insomniac or something. But anyway,